Hi guys, what is going on? Welcome back to this brand new Android how-to tutorial series. So this is going to be the first video in this playlist, and what we are going to do in this entire playlist is that we'll be discovering that how to just do some kind of things inside Android Studio. So all I want from you guys is to support these videos inside this playlist by hitting that like button only if you enjoy watching these videos. Also, I want suggestion from you guys about what to make next in this series. So hopefully we'll be able to cover a lot of videos because there is a lot of mistakes that beginners make while creating Android app inside the Android Studio. So we'll be discussing about how to fix some such kind of issues, and all other how to materials will be discussed in this playlist. So what we have to do today is that we have a request from one of the viewer that he has some kind of issues while opening an Android project inside the Android Studio. So in this video I will show you that how to open a project which is the Android project inside the Android Studio. So you can see I have a folder in my desktop called projects. Just opening that, and you can see I have this Android Studio sample project. I have two Eclipse sample project, and thirdly I have a Android project which is actually uploaded inside the GitHub. So in this video, first off we will be going to see that how to open this Android Studio project, then we will be discussing about how to open this Eclipse project, and later on we'll be discussing this how to open this GitHub project. What we have to do, the first thing is that we have the Android Studio. You can see, so in the left side as usual we have all the projects that we have done inside the Android Studio. At the right side, which is actually almost at the middle, we have the option to open an existing Android Studio project, and also check out project from version control. So this is the way you can able to just bring the GitHub project. And also we have the import project, Gradle, Eclipse, etc. And finally we have this thing which is also called as Google Samples. So what it actually means is that it will help you to just integrate some of the useful resources which is actually the Android Studio projects that is actually created by the Google developers itself. So in this video we are going to have a look at the how to just open this first, then second and the third one inside the Android Studio. So first off we have the Android Studio project which is the custom dialog, and I have already made a video on it. So just try to open that. So to open an existing Android Studio project, then you can just click on this one and it will bring up the small window. So right now I have my file inside my desktop, so I'm just navigating it into the desktop. And here it is. So if the folder has a Android Studio project, then it will be going to display a Android Studio icon over the project. So just want to click on that and just click on this OK, and just wait for the Gradle because it will be going to make sure the project and the existing version of Android Studio is compatible. And just in case if the project is not compatible, then the main issue will be the Gradle, because the Gradle will be having different kind of versions. So in order to fix that kind of issues, all we need to do is to change some of the version of the Gradle and also the SDK versions, and this way we will be getting every single errors fixed. And one more thing to keep in your mind is that if your Gradle building or your project building taking too much time, suppose it taking more than 10 or 15 minutes, then it is pretty clear that your project is not actually getting ready. And yeah, now as you can see we have the import, then Gradle project. Just click on this, OK, and now you can see two processes running. And now if you get this kind of window, then all we need to do is just click on this update. And while importing the Eclipse or existing GitHub project, then I suggest that your computer should have a proper internet connection, because it will be downloading some kind of Gradle updates or some kind of SDK updates while just building your Eclipse or GitHub project. So actually it take a lot of time in my case, because I'm pretty sure that the main reason is just because the Android Studio, actually when I created this project which is the custom dialog, the Android Studio version was 2.3.3, which means that Gradle was running on the older version, and that clearly means that the Gradle will take a lot of time to create the project. So one of the advantage of the latest version of the Gradle is that it is pretty much faster than before, and it take a much easier time. So as you can see, we have the Gradle has been completed in just 1 minute 11 seconds, and we have the project. There is no any kind of errors or anything at all. Let's go to this layout. Let's have a look. Okay, so the preview is not loading. Let's go to the design. So the preview is not loading, so click on this if you have there will be some kind of issue. So typically means, yeah, we have to just refresh the layout. Okay, now the issue has been solved. We have the preview, and let's go to this, and also we have the preview over here. So this is how to import an existing Android Studio project. So now let's go and close that, and let's have a look at that, how we can able to bring the Eclipse project into the Android Studio. So we have the Eclipse project, which is, there are two things. One is this, just pretty clear, that is the hello world, there's nothing over that. So I'm just using this one, which is the Seek demo that contains some kind of coding inside the Java class. So I'm using this Seek demo. So just opening, using this thing that is called as import project, Gradle, Eclipse, edit, and things like that. Okay, now I'm selecting the project, which is inside the desktop. So desktop. Now we have the Seek demo, which is a Eclipse project. Just clicking on the OK. And this time I'm sure that there will be a lot of things to clear up, because this was actually created back in 2013 or a year like that. It says that we have to just bring up the updated Gradle, so just click on this OK. Okay, now it's getting ready, it's building, it's trying to make sure the project is compatible with the latest version of the Android Studio. So this way you can import the Eclipse project into the Android Studio, and there is some kind of special options that IntelliJ has added inside the Android Studio to make sure it is compatible with the Eclipse projects. Okay, now we are inside the Android Studio framework, and we get a similar window that we got when we actually tried to open the existing Android Studio project into it. So all we need to do is simply click on this update, and that's gonna do all the things that we actually require. So remember guys, this is actually a great Eclipse project which I'm actually using right now inside the Android Studio 3.0. And here comes our first issue, which is actually we have to update the build tools. Just click on this update build tools, and this time, as you can see, it is actually downloading some kind of files, and that's the reason why I said that you will need a proper working internet connection, to work with the Eclipse project inside the Android Studio. Project ready. Let's go to the app and let's have a look. We have the Java, which you can see we have only this main activity. Just open that, and that's pretty much clear, straightforward. There's no any kind of errors or issues. And now let's go to the resources, layout, activity main.xml file. Once again, remember guys, this is a project from the Eclipse. We have the layout successfully loaded. So all you need to make sure, you will need a proper updater SDK with updater Gradle and the Android Studio, and that will be possible to bring up this Eclipse project into your Android Studio. And now we have it, and the next thing is that finally we have to try and import the GitHub project into this Android Studio. So we have the GitHub project. Now let's go and open the existing Android Studio project. This way you can open the GitHub project. So there's another way, which is actually this thing. Check out version control, then GitHub. Okay, now it's accessing the GitHub server, and you can see there is a lot of things, and this is actually used to open the existing project which you have uploaded into the GitHub, and there is no way that you can able to open another project from this using this. Or yeah, I'm getting too much wrong. Anyway, we are going to open the existing project that we just downloaded from the GitHub. So here it is. What we're gonna do is that just click on this existing Android Studio project and Sabith, then desktop. I have it in my desktop, and here is that. Just clicking on the OK. Okay, let's see. So I just got a mistake. and that is actually, just go back. So open Android Studio, then desktop. So actually there was another folder in which we have to actually open this thing. So make sure you have a double folder or a single. So you have to open this thing, which is actually the root of this app folder. Just make sure you're opening the root folder. Just click on that. Now it take a little time than before. Once again, I'm repeating, guys, that you must have a proper and a faster internet connection in order to build up all these things. And if you want to just make sure that every single thing is getting faster and the building is much way faster, then in that cases you will need a proper, much way faster internet connection. Otherwise it will take a lot of time, and all these things will take less than maybe 10 or 50 megabytes, and that's only actually needed for this kind of building process. Okay, now we have some of the issues like the VCS, which we don't have to care about, so let's ignore that. And now we have the cannot load to modules. Let's wait for the process to complete. Okay, now as you can see, the Gradle build has been completed, and we have to just simply ignore this kind of issues. So we have the app, Java, and we have all the things. So let's go to the manifest and see what is the launcher activity. So it is actually the main activity itself, which can be seen inside the activity folder. So we have the main activity. Now there is no issues, and now let's go to this rest folder. We have the layout. So actually the main activity uses which kind of layout? Yeah, activity main. So we have the activity main.xml file. Now see if the design get loaded. Okay, now it's loaded and everything is pretty much great. So there is no issue till this time. So let me know, guys, that if you have any kind of issues while importing your project into the Android Studio, and if you have some issues, then do let me know with the locate information or any other possible information from that error message. You can just comment below this video, and I will be answering each and every single question from you guys, and I will try to fix your issues. So yeah, if this video was helpful, then hit that like button, and also if you're just new to this channel, then hit that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace out.